If you are. How are you? Are you ready now? Are you ready for me? Okay. Speak, producer. Speak. Hi, I'm Bob, the producer. And right now you're listening to Marsie's Menagerie on WDJO. They got some good stuff coming up here. See?
So tell me, do you have any other special events or projects in the works?
Oh boy, we've always got all kinds of things in the works. What are we working on now?
What aren't you working on now? Your wife is here in the studio. She will tell me monkey business.
Yeah, actually, one of the things we're working on now with the agency, it's not animal related, but we're working on getting our accreditation, which basically gives us a statewide recognition for standards and professionalism for our agency. So we expect to have that done by spring. So that's taken an awful lot of our time now.
Well, you have been people in Campbell County have just gone crazy. You have done so much, and you've gotten what money back for them.
For the schools.
Yeah, what was that all about?
What that was about was we actually did a lot of things when I came into office to cut costs across the office, and we collect about $49 million a year in property taxes. And in those property taxes, we collect for taxing districts, like the school districts, libraries, fiscal court, for all that. We're basically the mouth that feeds the rest of the county financially. And we charged the schools, we were charging 2.5% of their taxes we collected. As a result of these cost-cutting measures, we were able to drop their rate that we were charging them to collect taxes from 2.5 to 1.5, which equaled out to about $225,000 a year they're going to get back from now on.
And that's money that you could have used,
yes.
but you're giving back.
Yes.
Now, is that awesome or what? Nosy is certainly proud to be your official deputy dog sheriff. You're listening to Marsie's Menagerie on 1480 WDJO. Well, I think I'm going to skip my my Marsie's thing. We can use that at any time.
The pet?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I can take it out.
Yeah, let's just come back to Carol and talk about her pet outreach. Did you get to say what you wanted?
I did.
We should put this in your pocket and then say, look at this, the sheriff.
There you go, Nosy.
The sheriff has a speaker.
He does. How about that?
Don't let Nosy see that.
You don't want it? You don't want it? Well, we're going to get into that, but I want her to have time to talk about
Okay.
Someone else set?
Yeah, you're all set.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't like that. Oh, he gives it back. I'm too serious. I'm surprised he didn't let go of this.
Right there at CincinnatiSinatra.com, and I'll see you at the show.
You wouldn't let a plumber do your taxes. So why would you let a grocery store
Why
do your
not?
prescription?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay.
All right, everybody turn this way. Let me get a picture.
At Save Discount Drugs, we don't sell jewelry, lawn furniture, or t-shirts. Our
All right, one
focus
more.
is filling your prescriptions quickly and accurately.
There we go.
We'll take a great big group picture.
Yeah, we'll take a group of it.
Everybody.
Do you still do Star Computers, or?
I still technically own it, but not for long.
Because the reason I mention that is there used to be a show on here, you'll like the name of it. A guy out in Beachmont has a store called DR Micro.
Okay.
We used to do a call-in computer help show here called
See, what a good job you're doing.
Okay.
And
I remember that show. I listened to that.
Now you
Yeah.
better squeak us off. We're gonna have
okay, he was wanting us to cut his rate too much. And
Really?
Girl.
Well, you guys should be paying me for this entertainment.
This is all the entertainment.
Yeah, oh, she loves you. Did she get her bangles rough on?
She's a good
So
girl.
do you like Jeff having a squeaky?
That squeaky is.
She's gonna take him home and go, oh, Sheriff, squeaky, squeaky. Bat in her eyes.
Yeah, but let's keep our personal lives out.
Come here, baby.
Oh.
house is covered in toys. We have more than enough squeakies at the house.
Isn't that just the way? God.
We have 8 fur babies.
But when you turn the key,
Actually, that's not true. We have 9 if you include the cat.
Hey, heads up, I'm coming up on 20 seconds.
Okay. Your next job a trip to AutoZone for a reliable new Duralast.
You like the song I'm coming back with?
What is it?
Jimmy Buffett, Fins.
I was going to say, can we let the dogs out?
Maybe.
Yeah, but or no, I should sing it because we've got a song that we sing. I licked the sheriff.
Here we go.
I licked the sheriff and I slaughtered on the deputy. You like that? I thought that was good bumper music. Well, we're back with Carol Losey of Carol Losey Photography. One of the things that she does is a lot of animal rescue and outreach. Carol, could you tell us about your efforts?
Absolutely. I am a photographer for Louie's Legacy Animal Rescue, which is a local non-kill rescue in Cincinnati. And I also do lots of other volunteer work, but my main job there is to take photographs, professional quality portraits of their animals for them to post on pet finders.
And you can go to www.louis, it's LOUIES legacy.org.
Yes.
For that.
And there are 2 outreach programs with Louie's. One is located in Cincinnati, and they have another one in Staten Island, New York. So when you go to their website, you can click on the Pets in Ohio tab and see the pets that are available for adoption. And I also am a member of Heart Speak, which is an international organization of artists that are dedicated to saving animals. And most of them are photographers, although we do have artists of other mediums. And we donate our time to photograph pets. And not only do I work with Louie's Legacy, I've worked with Sholo Rescue, I've worked with Naked Canine, and most recently with Highland County Animal Shelter in Hillsboro, Ohio. And I don't know if you remember Dan the Coonhound. He was a Facebook sensation about a month ago, and he was a resident of Highland County Animal Shelter for almost 10 of his 14 years.
Yes, I do remember.
And there was a big push on Facebook to find an adopter for him. So I called them up and asked if I could photograph him and some of his buddies out there, which they were gracious enough to let me do. And so I went out there, and Dan the Coonhound was picked up by Cesar Millan Foundation's Facebook page.
Oh, wow.
So my picture was posted on there, and I'm happy to report that Dan has found his forever home.
Aww.
He's in northern Kentucky. He's on 300 acres. He's sleeping on a sofa and enjoying walks every day. So
excellent. Well, how can people get in touch with you if they'd like to hire you to take photos of their pets or their families or both?
You can visit my website at www.carolloseyphotography.com. I also have a Facebook page, which is Carol Losey Photography, and I would love to have lots of likes on my Facebook page. You can call me at area code 513-476-5386, or you can email me at carol@carolloseyphotography.com.
If you want a photo that's as gorgeous as the ones that she took of Nosy. Now, there's something else that I'd like to talk about. I am a Cincinnati media junkie, especially with historic things. And one of my favorite broadcasters of all time is the late Bob Shreve. And Jeff Kidwell, who was the sheriff who's here, he has a website and is very interested in Bob Shreve, and there's an event coming up I want to tell you about. But also, my friend Todd Osborne is here. He has worked for every radio TV station. He's taught everybody, and he's here, and he's also going to be at the event. So I was hoping Jeff might tell everybody about it, and maybe have Todd say hello and maybe chime in a little bit. So tell us what's going on.
Well, what we're doing on the 23rd of this month at the Washington platform downtown is we're having a Bob Shreve fan and past Prime Playhouse fan roundup. And what we're doing is I've put together a video of a lot of classic Bob Shreve spots and skits and commercials and those kind of things.
Even Chicky a little longer?
Even Chicky a little longer. Chicky will be there, I'm sure.
Oh! Well, that's worth the price of admission.
So we're kind of going to get together and celebrate, Bob Shreve's legacy, really.
And you have a website?
Yes.
When did you start that?
That was back in 2006, and since then we've had about 24,000 visitors, give or take.
So where's your what do you like so much about Bob Shreve?
I thought, like everybody else, I thought he was hilarious, and I was certainly introduced to a lot of classic movies. People have said to me, I'm a big Marx Brothers fan. People said, well, why would you even like comedians from the 30s? Well, I was introduced to the Marx Brothers on past Prime Playhouse, so it kind of became a big part of my upbringing.
Did Bob pick the movies personally?
I'd
like to know that. I think I've always wondered about that.
Actually,
you would probably know that better than I.
Todd Osborne.
Well, actually, the program director at Channel 48 was Grace Hill. Her husband was John Hill, who was the film director at Channel 12, and he was the one that would select all the movies.
Oh. So, well, Bob was busy drinking his Little Kings and what was it, Shaneling beer. So what's going to happen that night?
Well, we're going to get together. We're going to watch the video. Expected to be about roughly an hour and a half long, something like that. I actually have been lent the actual door from the past Prime Playhouse, which I have in my own possession, and I'm going to take that over so people will be able to see the actual door from.
My husband Tom Newbold is doing a dance like that Britney who's on TV and all those ads does right now. So
there was a sharp cameraman that liberated that from the set when it was destroyed when Bob went off the air in '85. So.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Stuff.
So now, what day is this again?
This is the 23rd.
And what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock
at the Washington platform.
So how can people find out more about it?
Well, they can go to the Bob Shreve Fan Club on Facebook, that's on there, or they can go to the Washington platform on Facebook. I believe it's on their website, too.
Yes, it is. So that's WashingtonPlatform.com. So please come. We are going to have a big crowd, and also our favorite producer, Bob the Producer Barry, who does heavy petting here on Marsie's Menagerie on 1480 WDJO, is going to be the master of ceremonies. Now, is that going to be awesome or what? So are you going to be playing a part in it in some way, Todd?
I'm not sure. The one thing that this is weird because I finally have met Jeff, who we've known each other now
For
via
years,
email
Right.
through the website for years.
And Facebook too.
And Facebook. So yeah.
So I think we're in for...
Send me the information on her, and I will send her photo and the information out to Kat Rudert, who runs BassettHoundTown.com. She's located in Fort Thomas, and she does a tremendous amount of outreach for Basset Hounds. And her website is just a... You would be amazed. It's like that old commercial, and so on and so on and so on. If she puts the word out, it is just unbelievable how many of her friends just pick up on it and share with their friends. So you're listening to Marsie's Menagerie on 1480 WDJO. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We're clear.
It's great.
That's
We get everything in. Squeeze. And we didn't get my
Your pet thing.
All right, Kevin, come on.
Jeff, I have to shake your hand. I didn't realize it was you that ran the Bob Shreve appreciation
Yes,
thing on
he's the big
Facebook.
guy.
Big.
And we need
And
to
that
have...
is small world because you're doing that.
And BobShreve.com and the
Yeah, all
Todd,
that.
you heard how Todd did a lot of teaching and advising and that? He was my advisor
Did we
when
get
I
enough
took radio
stuff
TV at Scarlet Oaks.
Cool.
Okay.